Wow, my head is foggy. Alright, hang on guys, let me make sure the audio is not crap. I'm gonna put this in the wash. Let me get something that can dull this audio. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Okay, here we go. Alright. Sorry for being gone. By the way, I was at, I'm sure a lot of you know that I'm very Catholic. I went to a Catholic retreat, sort of for exposure therapy, and just to have fun, because I've been having sleep issues, and I have a really, really hard time sleeping in other places. But instead of just running away and being like, I don't want to go, because I don't want to blah, 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 I ended up going. And I had a really tough day, 2 days ago, when, like, I kind of struggled with my faith a little bit. So, like, I was insanely, I was insanely depressed. I had a lot of trouble coming to terms with just my faith and understanding to just let things happen and to just, trust God and stuff. Because of my disorder, I have a mental health disorder, OCD, which I think I've talked about a little bit on here. This isn't going on very well. I wish I had noise cancellation in here. Yeah, this isn't working. Hang on, let me find something better. I have a rope. I give a rope ball. It's fuzzy, but I don't know if it's deep enough where it's gonna cancel noise. Okay, yeah, that's good. That is good. Alright. But yeah, I was struggling with my OCD. My OCD likes to get in my head and tell me things. And I've also really, really been struggling with depression lately. I'm having brain zaps lately too because I just switched my medication over, which can be a little scary. People like to think that brain zaps and stuff is like your brain about to have a seizure, but that's not true. Let me send out some streaming notifications. Yeah, it's really, really difficult to come to terms with that I'm gonna get that out of the way. Nobody add me on Discord, please. I'm not gonna add you back. But, yeah, I've really just been struggling with a lot of that stuff as of late, especially my medications. And sometimes I get really, really afraid, and I get in my own head because I have the disorder, and I forget a lot of things, or it likes to lead me to believe certain things that I'm going to hell somehow. And contrary to popular belief, it is not the church that taught me that. I just have a lot of trauma, and that's basically it. In fact, the priests I talk to tell me the opposite. But I have to start having faith in the mercy of God more than anything, especially if I'm going to be a streamer that is spreading hope and wants to bring people to God and the gospel, while also having fun on the side. But yeah, it can be pretty difficult, It's a battle. You join the church and your faith is strong because you just joined and you found the truth, and then you go deeper and deeper, and then you're in it for a while and you start to realize, don't feel the way I usually do or did before. Faith feels kind of dry. It's very normal. It happens. So on the retreat, besides the fact that it was exposure therapy, I learned sort of how to renew that faith and kind of just face my fears and learn to have faith in the mercy of the Lord and to just be able to take that head on while also making sure I can get my mental health in check. Because it's really hard when you're depressed to kind of see the greater things. Like, you kind of worry about stuff like death and your future, and you really don't focus on today. And then you start to wonder what's the point of liking the future, because what happens if I'm in sin so bad to the point I go to hell and I can't even enjoy heaven. And it's all these genuine sort of valid thoughts, but your brain is in overdrive. And I really struggled on retreat because my brain, which I'm still afraid that it even happened, even feeling the dread of thinking that is killing me right now, but I was so afraid that I because, you know, I'm gonna go to hell for even thinking that, and, just having that depression and that OCD and those thoughts, and then going out, like, my brain makes it so hard for me to trust, you know, like, myself, to trust God, blah, 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 but it's just, like, I do try to trust God, you know, I try my best to say it's okay, you know, it's your brain telling you things, it's your brain tricking you, it's your brain, like, your mental health condition saying, you need to be cautious, you can't do this or that, like, you can't trust, you know, like, God or this, because, you know, like, you're a horrible person, and, like, you know, like, you make choices against God, and God isn't gonna save you from that, because your brain is gonna do what it wants, and it's just like, no, I don't want to do that, I want to be as close to God as possible, and yeah, I'm a sinner, but it's like, I don't want to go to hell because I'm stupid, like, I want God's help so bad, so that way, like, I can just be with Him, you know, like, I want God to do it for me in a way, you know, I just want Him to do it for me, because I can't do it on my own, and that's kind of what I realized on retreat, it's just, I can't do it on my own, I'm sick of, like, trying to do it alone, like, I just want God to do it for me, you know, I just want Him to drag me by my feet and do it for me, you know, like, that's just what I want to trust in that mercy, I want to trust that if I keep asking, He'll keep me close, and that, like, I'll at least have, like, a fighting chance, a sliver chance. Well, I don't care if I have, like, 1,000,000 years in purgatory. If I end up in purgatory, that's the goal at this point. But yeah, because, like, I struggle with mortals and just like every other person, but it gets so hard, you know, because it's not simply just not trusting God, it's not trusting yourself, and that's really difficult for me, because, my brain likes to tell me things, and sometimes I don't feel comfortable in my own skin because of that, and I doubt myself. And then, you know, my brain at retreat was like, oh, just admit you don't trust God. Like, why do you keep saying it's that you don't trust yourself, blah, blah, blah. But then it's just like, it's stupid, because I go to confession, and I trust that I'm forgiven. So it's like, in a way, it's like, it's not that I don't trust God, I don't trust myself to not do the same thing again, you know? It's like my brain keeps trying to tell me right now, too, that, oh, you're wrong, you don't trust God, blah, blah, blah. Like, it keeps, like, it's in the back of my head right now, it's telling me that, like, oh, you're going to hell because you even had that thought, because you're even having those thoughts, because you're even, like, you even fight God at all, He's gonna send you straight to hell. But then my brain, I know it's my OCD. I know it's my mental health condition. Because every time I go to a priest and explain these thoughts, they're like, yeah, it doesn't sound like, that you're doing this willingly, that you even have, like, the despair of what's the point, I hate God, because, like, I don't hate God, I love God, and, I don't like myself, and that's the issue. It sucks, because it's like, I don't feel comfortable in my body, and it's horrible, because I do love God, because even after everything that happened yesterday, and the suffering I was in, I'm still with the faith, I still like God, I still want to cling to Him. So, like, it's kind of that battle, and it really sucks. It's like that, it's kind of having those thoughts that makes me confident that, you know, I'm saved, and yeah, you will go to heaven, you are close to God, He will fight for you when the devil tries to tear you down, and your brain tries to tear you down. Like, He's fighting for me, because clearly I would have already given up after what happened yesterday, because it felt like absolute horror, but, I got through it somehow, and that shows me that my brain is the enemy, not me. And my thoughts and the anxiety is the enemy, not God or anything else, and so is Satan. So, yeah, that was an ordeal yesterday, but I want to stand back up today, and if, you know, I have to go to confession in 2 weeks, I'll do it. I have that stipulation in my head that, like, every 2 weeks, because of my mental health, and if I'm gonna, like, you know, fight this and live through it, I have to, you know, take that risk of not going, like, every week. I'm gonna go every 2 weeks, I'm not gonna abuse it, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna stop being in despair when I commit a mortal sin, and I'm not gonna go, oh, I just might as well sin. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to trust in the mercy of God, and that's what I'm gonna work on. So, let me send out these alerts, but I wanted to make that clear, where I was and what's been going on, and just my thoughts. Let me send this out. This chat's horrible. Oops. quitter. Alright. Okay. Streaming variety stream. Pokemon Nuzlockes and Skyrim Permadeath. Join! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm gonna put some tags on there. I don't know why I put a comma there. It's not gonna do anything with the tag. Alright, so let's put that out. Then one more. I have a chat that... And then I'm gonna do one more send out because I feel like I should become more vocal about this instead of just dooming. That is my actual Twitch. I want to join. I opened my WhatsApp, excuse me, or WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I call it. I don't know why I pronounce it like Wattpad. Very loud Pokemon music over you. Oh jeez, I didn't know it was that loud. I could have sworn. Okay. The entire monologue was not lost Pokemon music. Don't say that, babe. Was it actually? Because if it was, I'm gonna be a little mad. Babe. Like, be serious. Was it actually lost? Like, did you not hear anything I just said? Okay, I was about to say. I was about to be really aggravated. I didn't know Alfred called. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, the music below is from the game. But thanks for having me lower it. Okay, I sent out a bunch of stuff. So there we go. Alright. Yoink. I love how I can't get rid of the bars over here. I probably should. Give me 1 second. I feel like it'd be better if I did that. So, how about... Okay, it shouldn't be game capture, I don't think. I think it's window capture. Because I can't do game capture, unfortunately. Okay, so that's good. Whoopsies. Hang on. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Okay, good. I guess seeing the top is okay. You know, it's better than nothing. Actually, I can do this. Cool. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. That's great. That's great. That is great. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have no idea where I left off last time. It's a blur. All I know is that you can't see this team. It's at the bottom, but only our Gulpin survived last time. Everyone else died, which is unfortunate. And I already wasted the Pokemon that I caught here. I already wasted it. Oh my gosh. If he fights me, there's gonna be a problem. Okay, I actually want to go in that dark grass to see what, like, dual encounter I'll have. There's a Pokeball over here, too, I think. Not too surprising, I guess. I mean, you know what? I think I'll fight these guys, because I want to level up a little bit. So, let's just pull out a Poison Gas here. And then, an Incinerate on these oh, actually, it does both of them. Well, I don't know if the Execute are going to be instantly murdered, but I would prefer that, so... Nope. Poison Gas works, though. Oh, man. That doesn't matter anyway. Oh! I forgot I have Levitate. Wait, does it not affect Victini? Did he just waste it? Okay, I guess that Leech Seed didn't do much. Okay. He's a ground type, right? So I don't think a poison move's gonna do anything. Oh, I'm dying. Also, let me make sure my volume, yeah, okay, it's leveled. Babe, I'm not too quiet, am I? Because I don't want to peak my audio like I did last time. Like, I don't know if it's the echo or noise cancellation, but I feel like my audio needs to be fixed to the point where it's crisp. Maybe you can help me with that later, but... yeah, I'm having trouble with that, so... Okay, he's gone. He's cooked, he's done. So the audio sounds fine. Alright, because I don't know why, I feel like... when I check on my phone when I upload shorts and stuff, it kind of sounds a little lower quality than it could be. Like, if I was able to have noise cancellation in my room, I'd do it. But I can't, unfortunately. I can't afford sound muffling because it's on the wall behind my computer where it's the worst. Like, I have stuff in my room, but there's still a substantial amount of echo. I don't know why I did that. That was an accident. Please let me out. Okay. Hello? My thing's dying. I just realized. I'm like, why is my thing not responding? Yeah, it is low on battery. That is why. Alright. Let me plug this in. Come on. There you go. Okay, is this plugged in? It's not. Okay. That's why my computer wasn't working last time. Hang on a minute. Ugh. I have so many things I had to freaking plug in. Alright. Not a lot of room to do it. Right. Hang on, I'm finding a slot. Which I can't even see. Seriously? Do I just not have any? Okay. That's not one. Oh, I'm gonna need my phone for this. I need a flashlight. Okay, I thought it was out of USB slots for a minute. Found one. And I think there's more. That's HDMI. But dude, I think I'm actually out of USB slots. Last time, before I bought the one that I have now, I had... Sorry. Woof, I'm back. Okay, last time, before I bought the one that I have now, I had one with more USB slots. I have an Asus motherboard. Remember last time when my motherboard broke because I spilled water on it like a moron? Yeah, so the last one that I had was, I don't remember. I think it was a, I can't believe I don't remember. Anyway, the one that I had before this one was, I'm afraid to fight that trainer, so I think I'm gonna keep doing double battles until I level up some of my guys. Okay, Frostlass not bad. I have a steel type and a fire type. Not sure about Galvantula, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. The last motherboard was actually in my closet. Hang on. Let me throw some of these attacks out, and I'm gonna check the name of the motherboard that I had. Because it's really important to, like, specify this. Name of the motherboard. Right here. It was a Tomahawk. So I had a Tomahawk motherboard, and it had way more USB ports, but unfortunately, I spilled water on it, and it completely shorted it. Somehow didn't short my graphics card, but it did short the motherboard, and I had to get a new one. Which, even though this one was kind of a steal, the unfortunate truth is that I lost a bunch of USB space, which is not great, because I'm running out. I checked the back of it, it's not looking good. What did this person just use? Icy wind? Okay, not very effective. I don't think that's gonna work on very well on him either. Okay, this is a fortunate place to gather XP. Tackle. Very, very fortunate. And incinerate. I wish I ran into Frostlass on this, like, route, because it would have been so much better for me. I would have loved a Frostlass, but no. I think I caught a starter and then it died. Very nice. Alright, let's see. What other combinations can we hit? Okay, same guys. Babe, I have a question. Like, Bernoulli wise, if I'm doing 2 encounters at the same time, does that technically mean that my shiny rate is cut in half? Not counting per, like, catching a specific Pokemon, right? Just like finding any shiny Pokemon in a double encounter. Like, not counting other factors like, because there is no randomness in this game. I'm actually writing a script on that, which I might postpone, because reading the philosophy book that I'm reading and just doing all those like Catholic studies, my mental health is really taking a toll right now. So I might just like I might just make another video topic instead. But there is no such thing as randomness in computers. So even if I was correct Bernoulli wise, I don't think I don't think that you can really, you know, get like half and half if it were true. It's all based on frame. Like, yeah, there's math behind it, but again, you have to hit a specific frame for it, so. Like, the math just simply determines what frames you're gonna get per seed you have. Like, the math is just for, like, per seed, that's all. Alright, this thing's gonna kill me if I'm not careful. Okay, I missed. Was it Sunfist or Execute that I missed? Okay, it was just Sunfist. Is it because he's using Mud Slap? Okay, he used that on him, which is good, because... Oh, never mind, that's not good. I don't have any potions, do I? Because it's going to be a long way back. Oh no, please tell me I'm not dead. Okay, good. This is going to be a bad one if I can't defeat him. Gonna be real about it. Okay, we're good. The shiny change is independent for each Pokemon. It would be like rolling the dice twice for each battle, I guess. Yes, it would be. They are independent. It rolls it for each Pokemon, like, according to the shiny value that they have, the PID, and then your special ID, or your secret ID, and your trainer ID. Oh, a single Yanma in the double grass? Really? Is this a ROM hack? No, it is not a ROM hack. I am doing a randomizer. So it's a Nuzlocke randomizer. So I randomized every route, and these are the ones that I've caught. I could not do a ROM hack because I would probably die. I don't think I could do specific difficulty ROM hacks at all. I'll be so for real about that. I would never play like a ROM hack unless it was like not difficulty based, if that makes sense. Unless doing a randomizer is a ROM hack. Because I don't know where that stands, now that I think about it. Okay, let me go heal. It is actually, it does count? Okay. Then it's a ROM hack. Then it's a ROM hack. Alright, I didn't know if it was, like, by genre or by definition. I was thinking by genre. Because I don't know why, when I hear ROM hack, I think genre. I don't think like, oh yeah, I edited my game file. I think, no, I'm not playing like Blaze Black or anything. I don't know why I do that, because it is technically a ROM hack, you're right. So yeah, it's ROM hack. I'm not gonna lie, if I ever find a shiny on one of these encounters, I'm gonna cry because I can't catch it. It's gonna have to be instantly murdered, unfortunately. When am I gonna get a real attack for tank door? From what I googled, a ROM hack is just a modification on your ROM. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. It is a ROM hack then. By definition, it has to be. There's no other way to put it then. I used UP randomizer. I thought it's stupid to just not call it modding.